Good morning and welcome to Beacon Church Online. I trust you're all keeping well and staying safe. I really hope that and pray that we would use this unique moment in history to continue to shine the transforming light of Jesus to every person that we come into contact with, whether that's in person, keeping a safe 2-meter distance, or virtually over the web, or on phone as we pick up the phone and call people who are isolated. Now, a couple of weeks ago at our prayer breakfast, Anne shared a prophecy which she felt that God was giving her. And this prophecy has repeatedly come back to me over the last few weeks because I think it's got a significant message in it about how we can respond at this particular time in our lives to the current situation. So Anne has kindly recorded that for us, and we're just going to spend a couple of minutes listening to her recording as she shares it with us. Thank you.
Hello. Nathan has asked me to record this. I was travelling on a noisy road listening to a CD, and the only words I could hear clearly were "rise up." And these words were repeated again and again and were so dynamic, I asked the Lord to say more, if it was him. And I saw a sleeping infant, not a newborn, a toddler. The father was leaning over the child, speaking words of love, enjoying him. And I felt how he loves you. Then the father spoke, "Rise up, my child. It is time to wake up. It is time to grow up. It is not a time for sleeping. I will teach you to walk. I will hold your hand so you do not stumble. You will grow quickly, and I will support you as you grow. Rise up." Then I saw a young man walking with his father, walking into the future. "We will walk together in maturity and affection," the Lord was saying. "My arm around your shoulder. Rise up and grow and see what we will accomplish. Rise up, my child. This is not a time for sleeping."
So Beacon, rise up. This is not a time to retreat or recoil or wrongly isolate through fear, apathy or self-preservation. This is a time to engage with bravery and compassion. Let the church be seen to be putting the needs of others before their own, being generous, displaying selfless, supernatural love. Earlier this week, I was reading Nehemiah 1 and 2, and it was talking about Jerusalem's walls when they were destroyed, how the people of God, led by Nehemiah, rallied together, and they said, "Let us rise up and build." I believe we're being rallied together as the people of God to rise up and build, to replace the old city walls and foundations, and to rebuild new walls and foundations. So let's build new walls and foundations that reflect the new Jerusalem and point towards the new Jerusalem. Now, here are some ways which I just considered and thought about, which I think we can rise up and build, even though we're being told to self-isolate, and maybe we aren't able to rise up physically and get amongst people. There are many ways that we can build new walls, new kingdom walls. So firstly, rise up and resolve any family division or conflict. Why don't you try and build through patience and forgiveness and love? Secondly, rise up and engage with your neighbours. Overcome any distance or coldness or prejudice, and build connection through compassion, love and grace. Thirdly, rise up and demonstrate selflessness, generosity, amidst a whole wave of self-centeredness and selfishness and self-preservation. Rise up and build a safe wall, giving refuge to those who are fearful. So why don't we communicate our patient trust and hope in Jesus, who is our strong tower. Finally, rise up. Why? Because, as Anne said in her prophecy, he loves us and he is with us and he wants us to grow up and mature. So rise up and pray for people. Rise up and encourage people. Rise up and engage with God. Feed on his word. Rise up and cooperate and partner with the Holy Spirit as we together shine his light upon all people. Thank you.